your heart. This is Felicia, and I am back, of course, as always, bringing you that spirited, evocative energy. So, I am here to do another video today, believe it or not. Check me out, y'all. 2 videos in 1 year. I'm on it, okay? My spirit team. As y'all see from my last video I put out a year ago, a video before that, but now I'm here to do another video. 2 videos in 1 year. Yeah, my spirit team was on it. They were like, you need to go ahead and put that video out. And I was like, I already met my quota for the year. I did 1 video already and I'm done. So, but they was like, yeah, no, go ahead and put it out. So I was sitting and thinking not too long ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I was not thinking. I had gotten a little bit triggered. And I noticed that was something that I always would get triggered about. I would always feel like, why? When I see it, I'll be like, but why? When people do these videos, or they do these little selfies and they put these little posts up, and they'll be like, hey, look at me. I love myself. Period. And I'll be like, what the hell? And I'll be like, what else? So, that's it. Or they'll be like, I got my nails done. Self-love journey. I'll be like, what? Okay, what the hell is that? Just loving yourself is definitely, acknowledging the love for yourself is definitely a big deal on your self-love journey. Dressing up your meat suit, baby, that's a big part of your self-love journey. Yes, I call your skin, organs, and all that stuff. Everything that encapsulates your soul. I call this my meat suit, okay? I take care of my meat suit. But that's not all that your journey should be about. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of surface level things being said about your soul journey, like, and maybe not think, and of course I had to sit with it and ask myself, why are you so triggered? Why does this piss you off? Why are you so pissed off, mad, and upset? How other people describe their journey. And I would say, because I'm like dead set in the middle, like in the heart of a journey myself. And I know how hard that is when you make a decision about your life and where it's here, and how you trying to structure how you want your life to look and want it to go, how hard that is for somebody to be saying stuff like, I bought me a new outfit today, y'all. Self-love journey. I got my hair done. Hashtag, I love myself. Self-love is the best love. You'd be like, wait a minute. Wait, that's not. So, needless to say, I say, I can just come on and show you. Mind you, my last video was about walking that walk and talking that talk. And I definitely plan on doing that. So I didn't get to a place where I can talk about how I gained all this self-love and self-respect and knowing my worth and easily able to drop things, people, places, and things that no longer serve my purpose. I had to work on that for years. And so I just wanted to share some of the ways that I do that, because we know that going through this journey and being on your self-love journey is what helps you to increase your own self-worth. And when you know your own self-worth and you know your own worth, you can see the worth in others. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back, okay? When you have gone on a self-love journey and you have increased your awareness of your own worthiness and how much self-worth you have in your own self, it is easy for you to see the worth and the value in others. And when you see the worth and value in others, you don't bring BS to their doorstep. You don't lie to those people because you know their worth. You know that they deserve better than that. right? Because that's what you deserve. When you see it in your own self, you easily see it in others. You don't bring them the lies, the deceit, the foolishness, and that fuckery. You don't bring none of that stuff to nobody else because you know your own worth and you know that you don't deserve any of that, right? So that is why you go through your self-love journey, to help you love your own self. And you can easily see the love and the worth and the respect and all those things. You see all of that and you want to give it to others. You only want to give to people what you know you only deserve. So, I learned a long time ago about using affirmations and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't care for affirmations. Like, they use it here and there. But it worked wonders for me. I said it too a long time ago. I think a long time ago. I said it in a video I put out last year that about the negative self-talk, the way you talk to your own self. It matters because you need to have positive thoughts, because that brings in more positive energy. The more great and good positive energy that you have rushing towards you, the more you're going to give off and get out, and you'll be bringing in better. You'll be bringing in better, point blank, better everything. Your attitude toward things will be better. You'll be bringing better opportunities in and things like that. So your affirmations is the things that you tell yourself, you say to yourself over and over and over, and you believe those things. And like I said, it raises your vibration. It helps you stay on a positive, uplifted type energy, and that helps to bring that same type of energy towards you. So I wanted to just show y'all right quick. I do that stuff. Oh, can you find it enough? Okay, here we go. Now I will show y'all my first affirmation deck that I had ever gotten, and somebody else already had this deck and they showed it to me. I loved it. And all I would do is, I have an altar that I pray at all the time, and where I bring my woes to, my worries, my fears in. I just pray at my altar every day just to say how grateful I am just for being woken up that morning. I pray to my ancestors. I pray to God. I talk to my spirit guides. I talk to my ancestors. Anybody know me know I talk a hell of a lot. So let's just say we have some of the best. I have some of the best conversations sitting at my altar, just shooting the shit with my ancestors. Okay. But I always pull an affirmation every time I go to my altar, and I clear out the energy. I pull out an affirmation. I love this deck. This deck is, mind you, this was my first deck, so I got this years ago. I'm sorry, y'all. I got this off of Amazon, but it's called Let Go. And it says how to use the cards. And it's just a little description up in here for y'all. But it says, these cards are perfect for elevating your mental perspective throughout each day. So keep them handy to periodically refresh your mind. Before you draw a card, take a nice deep breath, inhale, and a lovely long exhale. Okay. Mentally say, I let go of that which no longer serves my creative destiny. Choose a card from the box or spread the cards out with the images facing up and select the first illustration you are drawn to. So it's just a random pick of a card each day, and it will have a affirmation on there for you to follow. Mind you, I usually just shuffle it up, and then I usually just split the deck where I feel guided and then pull one out. But first I wanted to show y'all the illustrations. So this is where you can place these downward and then spread them out until one of the illustrations talk to you. But I fell in love with just looking at this deck when I had first got it, because they have some of the most beautiful illustrations on this deck. I just love looking at the illustrations. So sometimes I would just sit and do that until I felt guided to pick one. But that's just me. I like simple, beautiful type things it don't take much to please me by the eye, okay? So this is the illustration that I picked out. I think we just pulled that one. And it says, if you have a problem, you have an opportunity. So let go of all blame. If you have a problem, you have an opportunity. So let go of all blame. Now, you can sit, and the whole point of this video is this is how I do my introspection. When you go within and you learn about yourself and how you feel about things, what you think about things, trying to unlearn what you were told to think about things and find a way to really bring about how you actually feel about it. That's how you learn yourself, and that's how you know yourself, and that's how you can keep yourself from being triggered about things that you see and feel around you. So, I mean, my introspection for this is, if you have a problem, you have an opportunity. Every time I have a problem, I see it, I immediately start to think of resolutions. That is just me. I am allergic to problems. It's because I'm a bit of a controlling type person. So when I see a problem, that means that somebody threw a wrench in my plan, okay? Which is something life does all the time. But as soon as I see the problem, I immediately start thinking, I can fix this like this, 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 I can fix it. And then I have to figure out which one of those best fits what resources I actually have. Because we all know, say, listen, I got this problem, this ain't paid. Well, let me just pull out my black card. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Baby girl, you ain't got one of those. Okay, next plan. But that's how my mind works. I start thinking of problems and resolutions. How can you get past? Because what I don't do is sit around and wallow in self-pity and things like that. So I immediately start thinking of ways to fix it. A lot of times, problems that we have come about because we caused it somehow. Sometimes your problems are from your own doing. But you do have to let go of that blame. Okay, you didn't pick the right thing to do that particular time. You had a choice to make. And the choice that you made was the wrong one. And it might have spiraled into something bigger, and now you got yourself a bigger issue that you got. Honey, you still have to figure out a way to get out of that so you can get back on your path and move forward. So that's why they say drop the, and this is just my introspection of what this card would mean. And this is how I sit and think. If you have a problem, you have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to learn a lesson. You had a problem, you tried to fix it. That choice you made was not a good choice. Honey, time to choose a different way of going about this. And when you do that, you need to drop the blame of the choice that you made. You made the best choice that you thought you could make at that time. You didn't learn to a little while later that wasn't the best choice. Try again. You do it again. You don't choose the same way. You do it a different way this time. And you fix your situation. And that's just how I would introspect that. But anybody else could have taken that and gone a whole nother different direction. It's up to you. But these are some of the things that I do to help me along my path. Okay? And I'm just letting y'all know this because, like I said in the last video about letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. This is one of the ways how I've learned how to do that is through introspection. Now, this is my other deck that I use. And this is just nothing but affirmation cards. So it'll just give you an affirmation for you to, and you can use it for introspection too, like I just did. But some people just use affirmations for affirmations. And sometimes people will pull a card and take a card with them, an affirmation card to carry around with them during the day so they can remember, to keep them on a positive note. This deck right here, as you can see, I done had these for a while. I had these for a while too, but this is called 60 Positive Affirmation Cards with empowering questions. I also do this every day. I found these cards on Amazon some years ago, and they are cards. They have empowering questions. Now they ask you questions for you to go within to figure out how you feel and how you would answer these questions about yourself. So these help you learn things about yourself, see how you feel about different things going on with yourself in the world, and your emotions, with your love life. I mean, it's all different types of questions on here for you to go into deep introspection about. And I am not gonna lie, I have pulled some of these cards and I have cried, literally boo-hoo cried, when I figured out how unhealed I was by some of the questions that these things have asked me. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Introspection can be hard because you find out some things about yourself that you might not like. You find out things about yourself that were ingrained in you from childhood, things that were taught, and some things that were passed down to you that may no longer be how you feel about those things, but you never thought to re-ask yourself those questions and re-examine and look at how you feel about those things until it was asked of you to do that. So I use these cards for deep introspection, and the beautiful thing about it is, I'll show you one. This is how the card looks, and then there is an affirmation on the back too, so you can use the affirmation. You can carry that with you for the day, or put it up on your altar, or put it up wherever you want to see it for however many long days. But I'm actually going to do an introspection card with y'all before I close this video out. And I usually shuffle and pick it randomly. Lord, don't pick me one. Y'all see my face? Don't let me pick one that's going to make me cry. Because y'all know I'm a damn crybaby. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't got nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable, y'all. Let me tell you something. These cards done broke me down on my kneecaps with the snot ugly cry. Okay? So, it is what it is. Okay. So, it says, what are the things I dislike most about myself that I cannot change? What? I knew I was going to be something crazy. Oh, Lord. What are the things I dislike most about myself that I cannot change? That's not all. That's not it, y'all. It says, how can I practice self-acceptance starting today? Now, this would be somebody just starting on a journey, just starting on a self-love journey, because I find it hard. And I'm telling you, when I first started out this journey, this was one of the ones. Ugly face cry, okay? But right now, I can honestly say, pulling this card, as you can see, there are no things that I dislike most about myself. I can't even think. Because I've done the introspection, and the other part of that is when you notice those things about you that you dislike the most, you move into that self-acceptance phase. So, hell, I'm definitely in that phase. I no longer try to put up the facade about loving things about me that I really don't like. I can't really find something about me. Because of this card, I'm actually going to do another one, y'all, because this isn't fair. I've been doing this for a long time. So I don't really have anything that I don't accept about myself or I don't love. But something about me that I can, and I said it in the earlier part of the video, being a control freak. Okay? I like to control things around me. And when things get out of control, I turn into a mad woman, okay? And it's almost like the divine got to step in and say, hold up, hold up, hold up. You are not in control of this. It's because it ain't for you to control. Somebody else is pulling the strings on this, baby. So you need to relax. Like, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, I understand God's in control, but I need to have control over it. And they be like, well, you ain't, and you can't, and you don't. So then they make me sit all the way back, okay? Put your back up against the chair, and you need to accept the fact that you are not in control. But I still struggle with this, no matter how much. And I consider myself to be a free spirit. I go with the flow, boo. Okay, what is it? That's what I told you. Anytime I see a problem, I don't see a problem. All I see is solutions, and that's always what I've been. So let me see. So that's how I've been trying to work on that. Cannot myself that I cannot change. How can I practice self-acceptance starting today? I started self-acceptance a long time ago. I accept the fact that I can be a bit of a control freak, but I have to learn when I do realize that's what I'm doing and it's being brought to my attention, then I need to relax. Okay? I had to learn how to do that, to be a team player too. It was hard for me to be a team player, but always wanting to be in control. So I had to learn that. I'll try another one, y'all. Oh, and the affirmation. Let me see. I accept myself wholly and unconditionally. I accept myself wholly and unconditionally. With a beautiful dragonfly at the top of that. Look at that. I love dragonflies. That is such a confirmation for me. Dragonflies. So yeah, you can take that around with you all day. I accept myself wholly and unconditionally. I accept myself wholly and unconditionally. I accept myself wholly and unconditionally. I usually say my affirmations 3 to 5 times with 3 to 5 deep breaths in between. Breathe in. I accept myself wholly and unconditionally. Breathe out. Breathe in. I accept myself wholly and unconditionally. Breathe out. Breathe in. I accept myself wholly and unconditionally. Okay? And that's how I do those. I mean, I can do one more, y'all, because, like I said, I've been working on these for a while, so some of these I might pull, and they might not even no longer apply. Some of these I can pull more than once. I can pull one of these in January, and I may not pull it again until August or September. And my answer for it may be something different. So I do these cards all the time. Like I said, when I go to pray on my altar, and I talk to God, I do one of these introspection cards because, of course, who else would you want next to you or by your side where you're doing introspection, and to help you to let go of things, release old certain beliefs that you used to have, or definitely old negative type of perspectives that you used to have about certain things in your life or about yourself. I want God right there saying while I'm doing it. So that's why I always take these to my altar and do these. Okay, one more, y'all, and I'm head out. What recent change has made a positive difference in my life? What did I learn from it? Jeez. Y'all, this is hard. This is hard to, I've never done this before, my entire life. It's hard to do introspection in front of people. Like, this is your most deepest, darkest, not even darkest, it's just things that you say to yourself and to God, stuff from your heart. You don't feel like everybody needs to know these things, but and don't let anybody ever tell you that being vulnerable is not a sign of strength. People will try to tell you that being vulnerable is weak. Oh, you weak when you show emotion, or you weak when you show your vulnerability. That is the strongest thing that anybody can do. Trying to put on my strong panties now, y'all. I'm telling y'all. A recent change has made a positive in my life. Well, y'all already know I started this self-love journey a long time ago, but I mean, I'm about to be 40 years old. So anything that I just started in the last 3 to 5 years, and I would probably say I started this journey, I started meditating in 2017. So it's been some years. I'm telling you, this is years in the making, y'all. Years. So after 40 years of being on this earth, and then the last decade or 7 to 8 years, this is that would be recent, or something I did in the last 5 years. But learning to accept who I am and accept myself and accept my path has made a world of difference for me. It's just been life-changing. Deciding to clear my mind with meditation led me to learning to clear out the things, see myself and tell my truth of who I really am, of being vulnerable, being emotional, telling people that, okay, yeah, I am strong on this, but I still am an emotional being. Like, putting myself out there to people in a way that, and a lot of people have said that to me. I've had people say, oh, the old you would have just punched her in the face, or the old you would have just, oh, you really changed, or you really have changed. When I heard people saying that, they were saying it not in a positive way, like in a derogatory way. Like, oh, you soft now. The old you would have just kicked the door down and just put it, or the old you would have punched her in the face. And I took it as a compliment. Like, all that work on this self-love journey is definitely paying off, because the old me probably would have been in jail by now. And the new me, the new and improved and evolved me, the person that I actually am, and wasn't no longer scared of showing people I am, is absolutely beautiful, honey. I love who I have molded myself into, and I love the parts of me that I used to hide that I now am showing to the world, and it's made the most positive difference in my life. Just the whole trajectory of my life and where it's gone is like amazing. So that made a positive difference in my life. And what did I learn from it? What I learned from it is is that everybody is on their own path, on their own journey. And what I see on my path is for me. And other people looking on my path, it may look foreign to them, and it may not make any sense. And they may even feel the need to laugh at it and make fun of it. But what's for me is for me. That's what I learned. What's for me is for me. And it could never be taken away. And that's it, y'all. That's me doing introspection on the internet with y'all. I just wanted to show y'all some of the ways that I do my introspection and learn about myself, and the things that I use on my journey to help bring about the changes that I want, the manifestations that I need for myself and for my life and for my journey, so that you too can get on the same page. And then you may want to use some of those. Like I said, I will show you one more time. This is the 60 positive affirmation cards with the empowering questions. I got that off of Amazon, and I got the this is just the let go. This is just the affirmation cards, and I got these off of Amazon too. If y'all find anything else or any type of different ways of introspecting, I do have different cards that I use too. Different ways of introspecting. Feel free to hit me up and let me know, or you can leave it in the comments so people will also know what you use, and that will help other people who are on this journey looking to go a little deeper into the introspection and things like that. And that's it, y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day. Bye.